I healed my knee pain, which lasted for 5 months in just 2 days. Here's how. Those who know me know that I love to ride my bike everywhere. Being on a bike has a wonderful effect on my energy and my emotions, and I highly, highly recommend everyone to cycle everywhere that they can. I bought a secondhand bike as soon as I could after returning from India. This bike, I was told by the seller, was supposed to be the correct height for my body. However, it turns out that you have to measure a bike in many different ways to ensure that the proportions match up your body's proportions. So it turns out for a whole year, I was riding a bike that was putting all the pressure on my knees every single day. I learned that lesson the hard way, but lesson learned. But for those who ride and maybe don't know, like how I didn't before, please get yourself properly measured to ensure that you are riding the correct size bike as to not injure your knees like I did. A standard check is known as the KOPS rule for knee over pedal spindle. This is where I went wrong. My knee was too far forward and eventually it caused an injury in my right knee. The pain actually worsened, especially when I stretched my quads. This pain went on for 5 months, and I finally decided to get an appointment with a physio to help me out. The physio confirmed that my right knee meniscus has some damage, and I needed to strengthen the VMO to support it. Strengthening the VMO is crucial for supporting the meniscus by improving patella tracking, reducing stress on the knee joint, and providing stability. So riding a bike that is the wrong size, particularly one with the wrong saddle height, can cause significant repetitive strain on the knee joints, and that could lead to meniscus tears. As a Prana Vidya practitioner, I love to use this holistic modality to heal myself and my clients with the support of other therapies or treatments, like in this case, physiotherapy, if they are supportive. Not necessary, but what it does is ensure a much more speedier recovery. Once I received the diagnosis and what exercises I can do to strengthen it, I went home and I carried out a Prana Vidya session on myself and then went to the gym later that day and included leg extensions as per the physio's advice. The next day, I followed by another Prana Vidya session in the morning, and to my surprise, later that day, there was absolutely no pain in my knee when I rode the bike again, or when I stretched my quads. By this point, I'm not shocked by the results that Prana Vidya can actually provide, but it still leaves me in awe. Because my rational mind still pops in and says, well, it's not possible, or this can't be true, or not this quickly. And I love how Prana Vidya proves it wrong. The pain since then has never returned, and from that day onwards, my knee never gave me any problems when stretching or when riding my bike again. A couple of months later, the bike got damaged and I got rid of it, which was a blessing because I should have done that in the first place. The back wheel literally fell off. I have found that with proper diagnosis by a physician and with some support like the leg extensions in this case, along with Prana Vidya, results are showing up in miraculous time in comparison to when working with like physiotherapy alone or some other treatment by itself. To learn more on how this works, watch my videos on YouTube, going from the oldest to the newest. The flow of videos is very intentional. I've put it in that way to make sure that the science is broken down and anyone, and I mean anyone, can understand how this works. And feel free to check out the other testimonies to see how Prana Vidya has helped in different conditions with different people, with and without other treatments or therapies alongside it. For example, the story of my good friend Pradnia, who healed herself from vitiligo, an autoimmune disease that has no cure in the West, but she was able to exclusively heal herself from vitiligo using Prana Vidya alone. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and feel free to share this with anyone who you think could benefit from this holistic modality.